The difference between the genders is an issue we hear about all the time. Whether it be cemented gender stereotypes or inequality in the workplace, there has been an ongoing war between men and women both socially and economically. More specifically, the ongoing issue of the gender wage gap has created a great deal of controversy. But what is this wage gap really? Women are paid 79% of what men are paid, or 79 cents to each dollar that a man makes. This issue is worse in Louisiana at 65% and best in the District of Columbia at 90%, and even worse for women of color. This is not the sole fault of either gender, but simply a result of years of inequality. Although in the past century, women have made great progress in gaining political equality with the ratification of the 19th Amendment, the appointment of Sandra Day O'Connor as the first female Supreme Court Justice, and currently Hillary Clinton stands as the first woman to have a legitimate chance of becoming President of the United States. Surprisingly, the gap is the widest among some of the highest paying jobs, such as lawyers, surgeons, and chief executives. For many of the entry-level jobs, which require little skill and training, the pay was far more equal. Female cashiers, for example, earn 95% of what males earn, and female maids on average earn around 83 cents to the man's dollar. On the other hand, personal finance advisors, who earn on average over $90,000 a year, have a wage gap of 58.4%. That means that a female personal finance advisor will earn on average 41 cents less per every dollar than a man will earn. So if a male makes about $90,000 a year, a female will only earn about $53,000 a year. That is $705 out of a weekly paycheck, about $36,660 less per year for doing the same exact job with the same exact degree and set of skills. So why does this occur? In 1972, Title IX was created, and a monumental step towards ending the battle of the sexes, especially in sports, was made. However, this act has created a multitude of offspring issues and has allowed sports organizations and groups to lower the monetary value of a team and athletes who might be far more successful than their male counterparts. Now, is this fair? On the surface, the United States women's national team is both far more competitive and far less compensated than its male counterpart, the United States men's national team. The women have won 3 World Cups since the event was launched in 1992, while the men have never advanced beyond the quarterfinals. The disparity in pay is alarming. Each player in the United States women's national team earns $99,000 a year, provided the team wins 20 matches, the minimum number of matches they would play. By contrast, each men's player would earn $260,000 for the same feat and would still earn $100,000 if the team lost all 20 matches. The women receive no extra pay for playing additional matches above 20, while the men earn anywhere between $5,000 to $17,000 for each match beyond the 20. Another example being that a 1997 study of almost 800 Division I athlete schools revealed that female athletes received almost $143 million less in scholarship money than male athletes during the 1995 to 1996 year. The overwhelming idea that the pay gap only lives in cubicles and office buildings clearly contributes to our country's misogynistic views and the difference between progressive thinking and nuclear ideology developed by the golden generation of early 1900s. It would be easy to say that the solution to the problem would just be to grant both females and males equal pay. But this issue reaches far beyond monetary issues. Changes in institutionalized sexism and gender favoritism are essential to achieving an equilibrium in salary and society between genders, as well as urging companies and organizations to look into and to address gender-based pay differences and eradicating gender stereotypes in the workplace. Assigning blame to men or groups would be an easy out, however, this would not solve the issue. The coming together of the genders is a necessity in order to gain any ground on this monumental issue.